Libra, welcome to your August 2022 soul story. If you have a sun rising or moon is in the sign, this is your reading. Welcome to the channel. This is Romy. We're going to give you some astrological dates and intuitive messages to help you navigate through the next few weeks. And for those of you who are regular to the channel, a little bit of a new format for you this month, so stay tuned for that. So we're into Leo season, and we are going to open up your reading with the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. You know, this is truly a month where there are some exquisite, beautiful streams of consciousness coming in. But as we open up the month, you're definitely going to feel the unpredictable, very vibrant, but quite challenging energy of Mars, conjuncting with Uranus and the North Node. It's really wanting the complete relinquishing of control. And as we still try to fight to cling on to things that feel comfortable or keep us in our safety zone, it can come through as this really exhausting energy because we feel like we're being pushed and pulled and cajoled and provoked. And yet beneath the surface swell, there is this growing sense of certainty that you're okay, that you will be okay. And as we see you represented in this Nine of Pentacles, tending to the harvest, tending to the things that you've invested in that matter to you, you are becoming more discerning in terms of your ability to look at your boundaries as a form of preservation and not punishment. Okay? You're anchoring in a new frequency, and I think for many Librans, you're going to have this almost like conflict of the joy. What do I mean by that? Well, as you observe where the pain is playing out in the collective, but you are continuously starting to feel into more vibrant, uplifted, hopeful frequencies, there's almost a sense of guilt of being able to maintain and to enjoy that vibration. Now, this might not be across the board. For some of you, you may absolutely still be working deeply through that journey of piecing things together and coming to terms with the upheaval in your life or what's going on in the world. But what we're seeing is the emergence of this on the horizon for you if that's not where you are. But if it is, this conflict of the joy is something that you need to work through this month, because we need you in a place of complete peace. You know, you kept going when it was hard, Libra. You kept going when it was uncertain. You kept going when you wanted to give up. And there's the reward that is now emerging in August for you, and what that's going to feel like as you step into this higher frequency and we welcome this year's Lionsgate portal on the 8th of the month is the ability to be able to more easily, more willingly, more determinedly hold that vibration for yourself, because you know above all else that's what the world needs, that's what you need, that's what the people in your life need. Page of Swords says the way I express myself, the way I think, the things that I want to learn, to share, to intuit, how I'm moving through the world, this matters, and I know where I want to be with it. I know the frequency that I want to put out in the world. Now, Mercury is going to shift into Virgo on the 3rd of the month in that 12th house. So there's something about wrapping up a cycle, yeah, and the way that you're communicating. You know, we often talk about when we exit our relationship, and it doesn't have to be romantic, Libra. You know, it could be a friendship or something that's just come to an end. The way in which we end it, yeah, tells us everything about what's coming next. So there's something about this transit with Mercury and Virgo that's helping you, reminding you that move away gracefully, end it peacefully, not even for them, but for you. End on a high note, what you've learned, what you've gained, how you've changed. Because there are some beautiful, sweet, auspicious dates I want you to look out for this month that are going to really bring about what I would say is a perfect match for you. Now, yes, for some of you that might be romantic, but in other capacities it could be something that's going on professionally. There's a charge of creative energy coming through. You know, you and your dreams are intact right now. You and your feelings are valid right now. If this month, Libra, you made one change, and that one change was that you accepted absolutely every single thing that came through on an intuitive level without hesitation, you would be able to see how much your world would change. So that's the invitation for you. Knight of Swords, all this air energy working really well with you. I want to just call out, we're going to be approaching the 11th of August and the full moon in Aquarius, fellow air sign. Venus is also going to shift into Leo at this time. With the 5th house being lit up for you, the house that you're a natural ruler of, Libra, what we see is the culmination of something that you've been thinking about creatively, something that's going on perhaps with the children in your life, but certainly the way in which it's romancing you in life, how you're able to fall back in love with something. There's new information, there's more insight, there's something coming to light during that time that you're returning to that is going to feel like the missing piece. Now that's important. Let's just take a step back though and talk about this Lionsgate energy on the 8th of the month, where the Earth and the Sun align, Sirius and the galactic center. This is where we have profound energetic downloads. They are up-leveling us. But listen, even though this is a powerful time for material manifestations and to align with new frequency, it's not easy. It challenges you. It stretches you. It feels uncomfortable. And with that Mars conjunct Uranus North Node energy kind of coming up from behind, like pushing you towards this, you might feel that first part of the month is uncomfortable. You may feel you want to retreat. You may even feel that there is a perceived loss. Now hear me when I say it's not really a loss, because what it's going to do is it's going to redirect you to something that you've been missing, that you've glossed over, that's kind of been waiting in the wings. It's always been there. You might have fleetingly sort of taken note of it, but all of a sudden it's going to come into its own in August. And it's going to take place of something that may have felt like a loss, or something that is pushing you into some sort of lack or uncertainty. Okay? You have to allow yourself to clear the energy this month. This is what is going to be so pivotal for you. Now on the 18th of the month, Venus is going to trine with Jupiter. Jupiter in Aries, now retrograde. It's going to bring that perfect match, even for some of you that love at first sight. And again, doesn't need to necessarily be with a person. It could just be stumbling across something that you feel like, this is for me. This is the thing that I've been waiting for. Not only that, as we make our way towards the 24th, we're going to see Venus trining with Chiron, the wounded healer. What does this bring about? Beautiful, spontaneous shifts in our healing. There's also this opportunity to consider how we can take advantage of this by way of being of service. So almost options to start monetizing or finding forums or outlets to share our experience, to share our story, because we know what we've done, what we've been through, how we've changed, what we've learned, we can actually help others with. And as you've been anchoring this frequency of joy into your experience through August, it sets you in a really beautiful position to be that teacher, that mentor, that guide. The Hierophant comes through here and says, what are you going to commit to, Libra? You're almost deciding to create your own series of structures, a sense of order. You're bringing some conventionality to what matters to you, so you can really root it in, you can anchor it in. It's very important. Now on the 21st, we're going to see the goddess asteroid Vesta shifting retrograde in Aquarius. And what gets flagged up here is personal freedom versus what's best for the group. Yeah, and so as you contemplate, as you go back over, especially around this theme of your boundaries being as preservation, not punishment, because I have a sense that some of you are still feeling guilty for the choices and decisions that you either have made, you're considering, or you're about to make in relation to the impact on others. What does it say about me? What will they think about me? Will I be seen as the villain? And then you go into that place where you start like over-analysing and having the whole dialogue in your head before it's even been something that has materially manifested. The thing that I want to say to you is, if this month is about a sink or swim energy, and it is, and you're going to swim, then you are going to feel at times a little bit lost. You are going to feel at times like you don't have the information, the support, or the backup to be able to make what you feel is the right decision. But remember what I said, if you accept everything that's coming through intuitively, without hesitation, star energy, what we have is this healing, is this realignment with your highest timeline. And that's really what this conjunct Uranus and the North Node is pushing for. It comes in unpredictably, it comes in disruptively, but ultimately it's like you're not where you're supposed to be and you haven't been listening. So let me, the universe, come along and just make it clear for you. You need to be over here. Yeah, and I think that you know that. There's this deeper sense of like the parts of your life that you haven't given the prioritization to really invest in, because you know what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to be. And that's okay. It's okay, because for a whole variety of reasons, you may have felt it's not possible. But it's a month where the universe is going to start to show you, you think it's not possible. But once we're finished with you, and once we're finished with changing some of these pathways around, you're going to realize you're arriving right on the doorstep of it. So the invitation here is, are you then ready to step up? Because you said you wanted it. You said you wanted it. Now, Mars is going to be moving into Gemini on the 20th. We want to pay attention to the energy that's playing out through that end of the month with this, because Mars is going to shift retrograde in a few weeks' time. And so whatever comes up through August, which is still giving you your green light energy, your movement forward, is then going to be poured over again during that retrograde season. Remember, when Mars shifts backwards, we kind of lose our momentum, our motivation, and we have to kind of go back over to remind ourselves what's important. And making sure that we get the details right. Now, with Gemini in your 9th house, it's going to be a lot about learning, your expansion, your spiritual journey even. You may have some major shifts and changes that happen in August that propel you forward, that you want to leverage to help support other areas of your life, but there'll be some kind of revisitation happening. Now, your 4 of Pentacles says that you have a firm, solid foundation even when you think you're on quicksand. It's not the case. There's something about this month wanting to give you a sense of reassurance. Now, that's coming through quite strongly, because we know that if this is a month that's a bit sink or swim, you're going to have those moments of like deep anxiety, paranoia, doubt, uncertainty, at the same time as this beautiful alignment to energy that you have never felt before. The 4 says, let's be discerning and wise about where we're spending our energy, what we're saying about it, what it means to us. We want to have a situation, and you know all about balance, Libra, where you're actually able to spread the risk a little bit in your life. We don't want you all in with one single thing to the detriment of things that are also important. And it's really easy when you get caught up on the swell of a wave, and I kind of feel like that. I feel like there's something coming through that's going to want to distract you this month, and it's going to feel good, don't get me wrong. It's going to feel like, okay, I want to be here all the time. I want to spend all my time with this person or on this project or, in this family situation. This is the thing that's making me feel good. And we want you to do that, but at the same time, we want to have balance across the board. This is important because as these waves keep coming in and come in unexpectedly, we need you to be able to move with tenacity. We need you to be able to move quickly and know that you can take care of things so that no one thing is going to kind of get left behind in your life. So just be mindful of that. I think from a resources perspective, you're also going to find that there is the desire to want to kind of take stock before you do anything significant by way of investment. But at the same time, as you're working through that, the answers are going to become really clear, especially as we move toward the end of the month. We're going to have Uranus shifting retrograde in Taurus. We're going to welcome the Sun in Virgo on the 22nd. And of course, Mercury shifts into your sign on the 25th, an important date for you to realize this is what I want to say. This is what I need to say right now. Okay, Libra, so we usually have our 9-card block. We're going to continue with that this month, but I'm just going to leave the cards unturned and we will cover that off in our extended reading. If you're new to the channel, you can find all the details for the extended reading in the comment and the description section underneath. Okay. I'm also just going to turn your oracle cards to give you a little bit of a preview, but again, we'll cover the messages off in the next part of this reading. So your astrology card this month, beautiful, is Jupiter. Remember, Jupiter in Aries, working through your 7th house of relationships right now. It's going to be retrograde through to 23rd of November this year. And here is the Life Soul Vision Oracle deck, which is my deck. You can still pre-order this. It's had a little delay to come out, but we're very patient. So end of August is when I'm expecting it to land, but you can get all the details on my website. So your card is Detours from the Divine. Okay, so as normal, we're also going to pull a couple of cards for your personal question this month, Libra. Just focus on that for me, and again, we'll cover this in your extended reading. It's a way to get another 25 minutes of insights for the month ahead and also support my work in the channel. So let's just clarify your main read now, okay? 9 of Pentacles, coming in with a 9 of Cups, beautiful. All the decks that I use, Libra, just a reminder, are also detailed in the description box. You have the Moon coming in, Page of Swords and a 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands. If you like the astrological links with tarot, this is a great deck. It does call out what the alignment is. 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords, Hierophant coming through with the Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, nice, I like that combination for you there. Okay, Libra, so if you'd like a more comprehensive reading and to see these reveals, then do join me for the extended. I'm going to wish you a really beautiful month of August. Thank you so much for tuning in for your soul story, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.